Hello students, 9th standard. Maybe you do not know me, but before starting the SS subject, let me introduce myself. My name is Toral Shah and I would be taking your SS, that is Social Science. Today I have selected the civics part, and that is 8th chapter. Your civics part starts from 8th chapter. Let us see that the 8th chapter name is Framing of Constitutions and its Features. What is the name of the chapter? Framing of the Constitution and its Features. Before starting this lecture, let me ask you one question. Students, are you the part of Vidyut Board Vidyalaya? Are you the student of Vidyut Board Vidyalaya? The answer is yes. Okay, so every year you were getting the diaries from the school. Your answer will be yes, madam. Okay, then may I say that we all are abide by the laws, principles, the rules and regulations which are written in a diary for our school. Yes, you were observing the laws, you were obeying the orders, principles which are written in the diary. Same way, our country has its own constitutions where all the rules and regulations regarding our countries are written. On the basis of that, our country runs. So today I am going to teach you what is the meaning of Constitution of our India and its importance. Let's see. What is Constitution? Any systematic collection of rules which are designed to govern a country's regime. Any systematic collection of rules, regulations and principles which are designed, which are made for running our country. What do you mean by this word regime? Regime means the method or the system of government. How to run country. So here our country has also made its own constitutions to run our country, and that document, that thing is called as Constitution. Now let's see the next point is importance of Constitution. What is the importance of constitutions and why it is important? So here students, it has ample utility to run the country. It is the basic document of our India, on the basis of which our country's rules, regulations and principles are made. Here, the different laws of our country, the principles, the constitution laws are made. And these laws and rules which are there in constitutions are the superior one. And here, this is periodically changes can be also made. It is little bit flexible by the government. If any circumstances or situation happens where country or government feels that let us bring changes in our constitution, it can be done. Best example is of the situation of COVID-19, where our government had declared 22nd March as a lockdown period, and we all had to suffer a lot, and today also we are suffering. But that decision was made by our government for our health purpose and for our safety purpose. Is it clear? So here this is very important document. Now let's see how it was made. That's why the process of framing the constitution. How this Constitution of India was made. What was its process of it? So let's see in the history that Britishers came to India with the purpose of doing the trading with our India. Understood that? But at the last, after their ruling, what happened? They gave this charge to run our country to the 25th March 1946 to the cabinet mission. They give the charge. उन्होंने बोला Britishers ने, let us give now Indian, you take the charge of your country, and that is on which date? 25th March 1946. To whom it was given? It was given to the cabinet mission of India. So cabinet mission took the charge. Then what will happen? Then after this cabinet mission of India, they made their own constituent assembly. They made their own groups. They made their own manuals which worked to make our constitutions. And this Constituent Assembly consists of 385 members. How many members were there in this Constituent Assembly? 385 members. Now the question is, who were they? वो कौन से लोग थे जिन्होंने help किया to make our constitutions? Who were they? We had the great thinkers, we had authors, scientists, mathematicians, understood, those who were thinking good about our country, those who had contributed a lot for the development of our country, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, state, regions, etc. Among them, the best one, the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru ji, then Sarojini Naidu, then Mr. Rajendra Prasad. So here we can say that Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as a president of Constituent Assembly for our constitution. And Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was selected as a chairman of this Constituent Assembly to write about our constitution. So their two persons' contributions were great to make our constitution. Let's see in detail how much sessions were there. There were 166 sessions were made to make our constitutions. And what was the time period? The time period was 2 years, 11 months and 17 days it was. It took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. Then after, there were 395 articles and 9 appendices. 395 articles yani sections the, and they had 9 different subsections. And at last, students, 26 January 1950, which we celebrate is as Republic Day, came into existence. And that was our day where the India made its own constitutions and our country started its running in our India, in our constitutions, where we made 4 lions as our national emblem. I will send you in my pic that I'll show you that you all know that 4 lions as national emblem. And the slogan was Satyamev Jayate. These 2 things were accepted in it. Now, in the next we are going to see what do you mean by preamble and how it is important for our country. Now, let us see the second point, that is, what is preamble? What is that? What is preamble? That is the next question. What do you mean by preamble of our constitution and the importance of preamble? So, what is preamble? Preamble is the soul of constitution. It is the main document which is made in our constitution. It's a mirror of our constitutions. Here, it's a core and very important part of constitution. The constitution will begin with constitution. Our constitution begins with preamble. Students, it is start with the preambles. It is the soul of our constitution, and it is provide the fundamental objectives, the aims of our country, our nation, the ideas and the principles of it. So, I can say at the end, it is the insight, shows us the rule of our welfare. What it shows us? How to run our country. It gives an idea about the welfare of our country and its people. Now, let's see the importance of preamble. So, it's very important document. It's the heart of the constitution. So, it's very important because it's in the preamble, the frames of laws are there. The principles, the provisions are there, on the basis of which any disputes, any problem of our country can be sorted out. It helps us to understand the policy of the constitutions. Whatever policies are there made by our country in our constitutions, to understand that policy, we have to read preamble. Next one is, it is very much useful tool to avoid the trouble. When in our country any trouble comes, for example, the situation of COVID-19, we all are suffering. So to deal with that and that is taught by the preamble. So it is the first step of our constitutions. I can say it is a mirror of our constitution. So here I completed the question of what is preamble and what is the importance of preamble. Now let's talk about the basic three pillars of our country. India is biggest second position democracy, where our India stands on three pillars. Our government is made up of three pillars. Number one is the pillar of democracy. India is known for its democracy. Second is the pillar of socialistics. Another pillar is socialistics. And the third pillar is secularism. So now in this lecture we are going to see the first pillar of our country, and that is democracy. Now look there. Democracy, when I ask you this question, what comes in your mind? Madam, the government is for our people, by the people and of the people. That is your answer, student. So here students, you are right. That what do you mean by democracy? When the rule of government, whatever laws, principles, the ruling is made by our government for our people. That is of the people, by the people and for the people is known as democracy. So here, sovereignty of power is in the hand of people. जो power होता है or to run the country is in the hand of people, not it goes to a particular person, that these few persons are going to run our country. It is not like that. We all are the part of our country. We have equal right and we can select our leader, and we are giving our power to that leader to run our country. So here students, the word democracy is a Greek word and it is made up of two words. Number one is demos and plus kratos. So demos means the people. We all, me, yourself, your parents, all the people of our country. And kratos means the power to rule the country, to run the country. So democracy is made up of two words, demos plus kratos. So now here students, our country's power is in the hand of a people to whom we select. We give the vote. You know the election, when it comes, we can give the vote to any leader and we select them, we elect them, and they run the country and they will get the power to run our country. Then it provides, democracy provides the equal justice. All are equal in the eyes of laws. Then equal rights, equal duties, fundamental principles, all are equal in our India. India believes in that. Indian constitutions and its cabinet consist of the system of parliament. हमारा जो parliament है, जो cabinet है, that consists the systems of parliament. Our country follows which system? The system of parliament. So here the point is of responsible government is arised. What do you mean by responsible government? The government which has been elected as well as selected by the people through the election procedure, and then after they rule and run our country is called as responsible government. So here what is the time period of responsible government? And that is 5 years. Right now BJP party is there. It elected, won this election, and right now the time period of this BJP is political party is 5 years. Is it clear? So here the government is based on 3 points. Our government is made up on main 3 qualities, 3 points, which are already mentioned in our constitution, which are already mentioned in our constitution as well as the preamble, and that is liberty. All have the rights to, they can live their life with liberty. Then equality. All are equal in the eyes of laws, irrespective of their religion, caste, creed, gender, language, etc. And then after fraternity. Fraternity यानी oneness. We all are together. हम सब भाई भाई हैं. We all are together. We all are united. These are the 3 feelings and the qualities on the basis of which the democracy runs. Now students, very important last topic is adult suffrage. You must have heard this word in your previous classes. What is adult suffrage? The word adult means a person having the age of completion of 18 years and above has the right to vote, to select his person through the election, irrespective of there is no difference of caste, creed, religion, income, gender, education and the region. There is no boundary in that, and he has the right to vote, and that thing, that procedure is called as adult suffrage. So what do you mean by adult suffrage? A person completion of the age 18 years and above have the right to take part in election and to vote and select the leader as per his choice, irrespective of education, language, gender, income, religion, caste, creed and language is called as adult suffrage. So here I completed the first pillar of our constitution. On the basis the constitution has been made, and that first pillar is democracy. I hope you all are clear about this pillar, that is democracy.